And hi, now we will continue to chapter 5, part 1. Okay, there is a function. What is function? Basic C++ program consists of a main function only. For example, we have example 1, void main. It will print C++ programming. For example 2, integer main. It will print C++ programming, but you have to put return 0. And for example 3, integer main, we have a C++ programming and also return. So this kind of functions are suitable for simple and short programs only. Okay. Modular programming. What is modular programming? Some of programs are too big and need to be divided into more than one function so that each function perform a specific task or function. So we know that maybe the program are too big and need to be divided. This scenario is called modular programming. Function is also called a module or procedure or subprogram. Okay, what is function? Function is a block of instruction that is executed when it is called from some other point of the program. A function could be invoked or could be called many times through its name to execute its task by the main function or other function. Why it is used? Breaking programs to smaller items which will be easier to code, test, and debug. Reusable of certain functions. The big problem or program is divided into smaller subprogram or function based on its task. So as you can see here, we have a main. In a main, we have a get function. Okay, we will get input and then we perform calculation function and we will print result. So uh, it will in the main function has three function in it. So it can be maybe the main function is a very big program, so we need to divide into this kind of function. Okay, two type of functions. Okay, we have a predefined function or built-in or library function. Okay, we have a predefined function and also library function, and also user defined function or independent function. So as you know, predefined function it's been uh, it has in its library, in the C++ library, that you just need to call and you can use the function. Okay, whereas the user defined function is an independent function that you personally can create it into your program. Okay, so predefined function that are built in, or we call it as a ready-made by the producer of a compiler. Okay, predefined function. It is stored in the header files with extension .h called library. Okay, to use the predefined function, the appropriate library file must be included in the preprocessor directive #include. Okay, common header files are iostream.h, iomanip.h, string.h, char or character char.h, math.h, standardlibrary.h, stdlib.h. All those kind of function is a common header files. Okay, so in the char.h or ctype.h, okay, we have as you know, we have two upper. Okay, convert character C from lowercase to uppercase. To lower C, convert character C from uppercase to lowercase. Is upper C return true if C is an uppercase? Is lower C return true if C is a lowercase? Is digit return true if C is a digit? Is alpha return true if C is an alphanumeric? Is space return true is if C is a space character? Okay. So as you can see here in the example 1, okay, how many function can you spot? Okay, let's spot the function. We have one function here, two function here, okay, three function here, four function here, and five function here. Okay, so as you know, we need to include IO stream ctype.h. So char data type and a character. So data will be in the char type. So it will print enter your input must be a character. So it will store in data. Okay, if it's digit data, if data that you input is a digit, then it will print your input is a numeric or number. Okay, else if your data is alphabet, okay, so in if this is a nested if, okay, if and we have a if inside it. If it's upper data, the data is upper, so it will print your input is an uppercase. Else if it's lower, the data is lower, and then it will print your input is an lowercase. Else if the data is a punctuation, so it will give an output your input is a symbol. Okay, so we have this kind of function 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 function in this example. Okay, mat.h, as you know, this is the library. Mat.h, we have a square root, power, fabs, okay, seal, and floor. Okay, square root as sqrt, square root, power is a POW, FABS, okay, it's an absolute value for double. So seal stand for ceiling. It will round up to ceiling data, the smallest integral value not less than x. And then the floor x is a floor or round down the largest integral value not greater than x. So you can always refer to this value. Okay, for example, we use the square root 4.0. So the type of value return is double. Okay, so the value is 2. Okay, for the power 2.0, 3.0. So it will return the double the data type. So the value is 8. And then the fabs, okay, fabs negative 3.5. Okay, it will return 3.5. If ceiling 3.4, it will return 4. Okay, because 3.4 is very nearest to 4. And also 3.8 is very nearest to 4. It will return 4. If we use floor 3.1, it will return 3.0 because it's the nearest value for floor function is 3, so it will return 3. Same goes to 3.8, it will return to 3. Okay, so in the string.h, we have a string compare, we have a string 1, string 2, that returns a non-zero integer, okay, not equals to 0 if the value of the two string expressions are different. Otherwise, return 0. So it will compare between string 1 and string 2. String copy, okay, variable, string value. Change the value of the string variable to the value of the string, okay. It will copy variable to the value of a string, and then we have a string length, okay. It will return the length of a string expression, okay. So in the library stdlib.h, we have a abs, okay, absolute value for x. X is an integer. For example here, okay, we have abs -5, so the value is 5. Abs 5 is 5. Okay, labs, absolute value for x. X is a long integer. Okay, so for example, labs -50,000, so it will return 50,000. Okay, and then ran or random integer, okay, so it will return any number. So that's all for today. I hope that you learned a little bit about function, and see you next class.